Call me a thief? I'll expose your embezzled funds to corporate. I work in hospitality, specifically hotels. I've worked front desk, night audit. Simplified, I'm a front desk agent trained to do basic daily audits of credit cards, food and beverages, revenue, etc. Entry-level accountant in a nutshell. I worked for a rundown economy hotel on the poor side of downtown. I had only been in hospitality for about 2.5 years. Most upscale hotels, my current property as such, require 4 to 5 years of experience. I made a decision to specialize, read seek out, night audit jobs as it provided more opportunities. The hotel in question was run by 2 men, the owner of the property and the front office manager, both of whom lived on site. The hotel was constantly understaffed. The schedule was erratic at best. They pushed taking cash reservations. 99% of these type of reservations are hookers, pimps, dealers, and junkies from the area. Major red flags already. So I started monitoring the numbers from the audit and the numbers being sent out to our corporate accountant. It was minor discrepancies that took me a while to find. They ran cash-only monthly parking for government employees next door. They demanded to be called when the government people came in. They would stand behind us, having us put the money in a lockbox that only they had the keys to. Another red flag. Over 4 months in was what I amassed, a large file that I kept stored on a thumb drive. My managers allowed us to watch movies on our computers at night since the hotel never sold more than 40% of the rooms on any night, including holidays. I made the mistake that happens to countless front desk agents. I deposited a person's cash deposit into the safe and forgot to mention it. The shitty part was the hooker, guest, actually checked out the next day, and they didn't have the deposit. The first response from the manager, to call me and fire me for being a thief. I was asleep all of 3 hours, so I was pretty disoriented, but I made my way back to work to see what the fuck was going on. I get there and instantly remember that I messed up. I explained what happened, but the manager refuses to believe me. They order me to hand over my bag, wallet, cell phone, and to wait for the police. My coworker opens the safe from with the manager's keys and pulls out the deposit and hands the girl her money back. The managers just tell me to show up tonight and leave. I knew that moment I wanted them nailed to the wall, and painfully. So I searched for the company email director from my chain and found the chairwoman and vice president of accounting and emailed them every single file I had, all in PDF side-by-side images of every invoice they doctored. I mentioned everything I could about the theft incident. I ran the audit, waited for the next shift, and left a note that I quit effective 7 a.m. that day. I called up my friend from the desk a few weeks later, and he explained an entire audit accounting team had come to the hotel and they were appalled by the conditions of the hotel, and they didn't even stay in the rooms provided for free. They audited the GM, the general manager, and the owner, and the front office manager, and found that they had embezzled over $60,000 in just the invoices alone, not counting the cash parking. They had the brand name revoked, charged with embezzlement, which they later settled out of court. They now run an independent hotel that has even worse reviews than when they were a brand name hotel. Bing bong.